it's Joy again, and I'm here with a collective haul from MakeupGeek, Walgreens, and Hautelook. First of all, let's do Hautelook. I shared with you a while ago a blush palette that I got from Tarina Tarantino, but I also got two of her illuminizers. And I believe one of these I actually got in a gift box, and I ordered the other one without knowing I was getting it in a gift box. Anyway, one of those subscription boxes. So I've got a nude and a pearl primer base. Now, this really does allow to have a glow under your makeup, either one, the pearl or the nude. I'm wearing the nude under my makeup today. Now, they don't make my makeup last longer, but they definitely do give an illuminizing quality. They do come with a pump. The packaging is gorgeous because it's a frosted glass bottle, but if you try to use the pump after the first application, it starts to come out really watery and liquidy. Do you see that? So I end up having to do the other thing and taking it like this and putting it on the back of my hand and working with it that way. So this is the nude. Let me show you the white, the pearl, not white, but you know. They do have a pearlescent quality to them. It's quite a lot. The nude does not provide any kind of coverage. I think you just want to go nude if you don't want to go pearl. And I don't see too much of a difference, so if you spread them out, they don't look too different. This one isn't totally in because I put quite a lot on my hand, so that's why you might see it more readily. But it does provide a nice illumination under the skin. It provides a nice tacky surface for your makeup to adhere to. It doesn't necessarily help your makeup apply better, nor does it help with the longevity, like I said. I do like it on days like today where I have reestablished my cold and my skin's just kind of looking dull. So that's when I'll use these primers, is when I really need a little bit more boost to my skin. But I have to be careful because since it doesn't help my makeup last any longer, I am foregoing using another primer that would help my makeup last longer. And so it's for my short makeup days. Like I just need to get through about 4 hours because it's really my makeup's going to start breaking down pretty fast. So I know that that's not like a prize. I'm not telling you to go out and buy it, but if you do happen to have one of these kinds of things, or if you happen to look on Hautelook and get one of these for a discounted price, it's kind of neat to have handy when you need it. At least that's what I think. Now, some of these I haven't tested out, like the ones from Walgreens I have just gotten in. So they had a buy one, get one half off on Wet n Wild, and they reformulated their blushes, which you guys probably know. So I got the Fantastic Plastic Pink and the Rose Champagne, and I've also now got a hair on my face. Okay. So these I actually am wearing this one today, and I really do like it. It gives you a nice wash of color. It's a very neutral blush. It's not quite bronzer at all. It's more of an apricot-y color. Even though it does look kind of bronzy in the pan, it really just gives you a nice wash of color without being overwhelming at all. It's great when you want to do a bold eye or a bold lip. So I like it for that. The second one, the Fantastic Plastic Pink, I know that these can be really bold colors. It doesn't look that bold on camera, but in person it looks kind of bold. And it is just a nice petal pink. It's not too intense at all, and that's really what I wanted. I want something that's just a nice wash of color for when I do want to play up my eyes or something, and I can put on one of these without going overboard. Again, buy one, get one half off. Who can beat that? So I got two blushes for under $5, and I really do like this new formula. So far, so good. The next thing I got were two Milani, they said these were new shades, lipsticks, and I got Matte, Blissful, and Violet Volt. I wanted a couple new spring shades. I'm trying to phase out my old, not cruelty-free products that I've had for a while, and do I need new lipsticks? No, I don't. I have to admit that. But I did want them. So this one is just a beautiful shade of pink. And that is that right there if it's built up. But what I like is if you don't build it up, it's just a beautiful, nice pale pink. And then the violet kind of got my eyes. Now that's springtime. That's springtime and a stick of lips. A stick of lip tube. A tube of lipstick. All right. And this is just gorgeous in your face violet. Just, love it. Now, I have not been able to wear these. I'm still on my lip balm kind of a thing because my lips are still exfoliating like crazy and they look chapped, which gives me a lot of natural color as it is. So I haven't been able to truly wear lipsticks. I am really hopeful that I can wear those in the near future. Otherwise, I'd be wearing one of those colors today. I did try on the Petal, what is it called? No, Matte Blissful. And it just adhered to every dry aspect, and I had just exfoliated my lips. So there you go. Lip balm. Sorry I had to break there and blow my nose. So if you notice any redness around the nose, that would be the cause of that. The other thing I got was this Milani palette, and they have 4 of these out, but I only really wanted one because I have a lot of the same colors that are in the other palettes. And the reason I wanted this is because it has some grays, has a very neutral, nice crease color, and I'm blinding you, aren't I? Let me do this. Is that better? Yeah. And it had these gorgeous blues. So I'm going to swatch these for you. I haven't worn these yet, so I can't tell you how they wear. So there's the cream. Okay, my swatches turned out very strangely. Let me see. Look at that, it's like a spiral. So I'm still getting used to swatching, of course. There's the cream, the taupe, the kind of a grayish color, matte black, the silver blue, and then the deep dark blue. The deep dark blue is kind of patchy at first, but it's still incredibly pigmented. You just probably need to build it up. I am excited about this palette. It was about $10. I didn't get it on sale because this is one of those things that I found every time I go into Walgreens, they're out of the one I want, so I was willing to pay a little bit more for it. I'd seen a couple reviews here on YouTube and people are really saying that they're pigmented and worth it, so I decided to go ahead and get it. And I will let you guys know if it ends up being a favorite or not, but I'm really excited about this. So they do have 2 other neutral palettes and a violet palette, or a purple palette. And the purple palette is the only one I've seen that does not really give you a whole bunch of pigmented color. Marlene on Makeup Geek states that violet or purples are the hardest ones, the hardest eyeshadows or colors to formulate in a manner that's good, a good formula, and they're the hardest colors to achieve. And I believe her since she owns her own company. So the next thing I got was this Milani Lash Trifecta Lengthens, Curls, and Separates. And I wouldn't normally get this because the brush is one of those, I don't know if you can see that, it's one of those brushes that has plasticky brushes, you know, the plastic kind of spoolie with the spiky thingies on it. What I did like is at the end you have some nice spikiness too. And you can't see it because there's a glob of mascara on it, but there you go. It's there's some spikiness there too, so you can really get in those inner lashes and lift them up. I like this. This is a great first layer mascara. Very fond of it. It does lengthen incredibly. I don't have so much trouble like getting mascara to work on my right eye. My right eye is like the photogenic eye. It will take to mascara and any kind of products pretty well. This group of lashes over here gives me the worst time. The outer lashes don't like to lengthen at all, and it's really hard for me to build up because I put on my mascara like this instead of like this, and I know that's wrong, but I can't do anything like this, and I don't know why. So anyway, this is a great first layer, and I use a thickening mascara afterwards. Any of the ones I love, there's multiples of those, and so this one I'm impressed with. I like it. It does lengthen. I am so excited about this. I got my first set of Makeup Geek shadows, and the thing is that I've wanted to order Makeup Geek for so long, but then I get into this buying frenzy when I get on her website, and then I have to like stop myself because I end up spending way too much. And so I have like a huge wish list, but I found out some of the colors that are in this palette are some that were on my wish list, and then there were some new formulations that she made specifically for him. This is of course the Manny MUA palette. I know that there's a rave about it on YouTube. A lot of people are talking about it, and rightly so. It is phenomenal. I have worn this now 3 days, and by the end of the day when my foundation is wearing off, my blush is worn off, everything's gone, my eyeshadow still looks spectacular. I love the picture of him on the back. I think Manny's a fabulous personality on YouTube, and I don't try to judge people because I don't want to be judged. So when I watch his videos, I know that he is a man that wears makeup. And I also know that he uses some foul language, which I choose not to use on my station. But you know what? He has an absolutely adorable personality, and he applies makeup fabulously. So yes, I may be a different kind of Christian. I may not be. But either way, I choose to love this dude because I think he's pretty cool. And, you know, I just do. So either way, I chose to get this palette because it's also a fabulous palette. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you're familiar if you are at all not new to YouTube, because a lot of people have been talking about it. It is a weighty palette, even though it's cardboard. And all of the colors are on the back. So yeah, they're not on the MakeupGeek palette inside, you know, right down below the eyeshadows. But you know what? If it has good eyeshadow, I don't particularly care. Now, you get a nice generous mirror on the top, which is cool. I like useful mirrors. But the jewels of this palette are inside. Now, I have to say, this is a much warmer palette than I would ever use. I don't generally like a lot of oranginess. But that's why I got this palette, is because it is challenging to me. It is something that I think that the reason also I was drawn to this palette is not only because it's challenging to me to use oranginess and reds on my eyes, but also because I can make something that is very day wearable and very night wearable of the same palette, and I can go bold or spring light like I did today. On my face today, I have this in the inner corner. I have this one, and this one on my lid. Because I couldn't get the color just where I wanted it, but I could build it and move it like I wanted to. I have these two in the crease, and I have this one a little bit in the crease, and this one is on my outer corner to darken it up. And so I used everything but the red in this look I achieved today, and I like it because it's nice, it's light, it's wearable, and yet I can go ahead and darken it up, as you'll probably see in my next video, and make it bold and mysterious and all that stuff. So, and I've actually worn this. This is an incredibly pigmented color. So let me swatch these for you, just in case you're curious and you haven't seen anyone else swatch them. I always do my swatches down on the ground level like this, and then I lift them up, and my arm is always twisty and turny. So, yeah, it is what it is. So it's cream all the way through here. This is a dual chrome blue-brown color. It's not new to the makeup world, and this is one of MakeupGeek's shadows from before, but they add a little bit more blue shift to it. So it is a dual chrome that's available in this. You've also got, I think this is Beaches and Cream, if I'm not mistaken. That's not new. Sora, which is this middle one. Let me see, which one is that? This one, and it appears very different on the eyes than the brown. So they are really great. This one is the only one I can say that has a different kind of consistency. The red one has a different kind of not chalky, but a lot more textured to it. And I think that's because of the amount of pigment they had to put in this. But if you've ever wondered if MakeupGeek shadows are worth it, or if the quality is good, let me assure you that they are, and I will be ordering more as soon as I order a couple of the things they want, because I'm impressed. I'm incredibly impressed. Beautiful, versatile, wonderful, wonderful palette. And well, that's it for my haul. It's really more of a mini haul. It's not that much, but you know what? It's a lot for me because I just got done with my no-buy, and I was successful in my no-buy for 21 days, and it was hard. And so now I am settling on keeping myself in a budget. So if I have something on a wish list, I'm going to try to only get those things on that wish list and stop being this sale junkie or this end cap junkie kind of a thing. And so I want to get the things on my wish list that I've been really pining over for a while, and not so much, you know, just whatever catches my eye. So that's what I'm going to do. There's occasionally where I give myself a little bit of grace to go into Hautelook and find things that I've wanted to try that are now on sale and they're available for me to try. But I'm only going to put myself on a very small budget for that. So there is going to be less hauls in the future. I do have an e.l.f. order that will be coming in soon. Take care. God bless you. It's nice talking to you again, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So happy to have you and to get to know you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, and if you've bought anything, anything in the last couple weeks that you absolutely adore. Okay, take care. Bye. So, I shared some of this with you, but, well, not really. No, I haven't. What Marlena on MakeupGeek said, beak. That cold is affecting my brain. Kind of one of those things that, yeah, I believe that. Yep. Okay. Palette, and as I'm talking to you, I'm trying to erase all of the colors off my arm. Yeah. Okay. What am I talking about?